Most marketers are familiar with account-based marketing (ABM), selecting the right accounts and designing targeted programs around them. Evolving buying behaviors require teams to rethink how they engage those accounts. That's where account-based experience, ABX, comes into play. ABX isn't a brand new strategy or a substitute for ABM. It's a more practical approach to guiding buyers along their journey based on the signals they provide. In the next few minutes, I'll explain what ABX actually entails and how you can start implementing it in your campaigns. This is IDEAStree Labs, where we build practical tools for marketers seeking effective structure. Let's get started. ABX is straightforward. It's the practice of designing experiences that resonate with the buyer's current stage, behavior, and the moments when they are most receptive to new information. It combines 4 fundamental elements that your team is already familiar with: the account, their signals, their stage, and the next best step. When these elements are in sync, your campaigns feel more relevant, your outreach becomes more timely, and the buying process becomes a more intentional experience. ABX begins with pinpointing where the buyer currently stands. Signals provide valuable insights. A category search often signals exploration. Researching competitors usually indicates consideration. Checking pricing or integration details points to validation. While a single signal doesn't tell the full story, patterns can help you understand where the buyer is in the buying process and what they might need next. Once you've identified the moment, adapt your narrative to fit it. Exploration calls for framing the problem. Consideration requires providing the context for your solution. Validation needs to address feasibility. Decision-making demands clarity about the way forward. When your message aligns with the buyer's stage, they feel supported rather than pushy. Finally, select the touchpoint that best complements that moment. Short educational content works well in the early stages. Customer stories and explainers guide buyers through consideration. Information on ROI, integration, and security helps with validation. A well-timed outreach from your sales team makes sense during the decision-making process. ABX empowers you to choose the touchpoint that adds value, not the one that makes the most noise. Let's look at a simple example. Imagine a database developer researching streaming analytics. Over a week, they interact with your GitHub repositories, watch a short demo video, compare 2 vendors, and eventually check your pricing page. ABM tells you this account is active, while ABX guides you on how to assist them. You could send them a technical guide, retarget with a product trial, or provide resources tailored for database developers. Then wait for a second validation signal before activating your sales team. When outreach occurs, it reflects the buyer's actions rather than relying on a generic playbook. Everything feels interconnected. That's ABX in action. You don't need a large team or sophisticated tools to kick off ABX. Start by selecting a small group of accounts. Define the main challenges for each persona. Map out key messages for early, mid, and late stages. Align with stakeholders to identify which signals are important. Then run one coordinated sequence. This approach creates a simple, repeatable ABX motion that you can build upon. If this was helpful, subscribe for more marketing strategies and actionable ideas you can use right away. This is IDEAStree Labs. Thanks for watching.